got it this far on the blanket. Which, while I was in my class, I was crocheting, right? I could feel it getting lower and lower on my legs. I was like, oh my god, it's so long, it's so long. And then after the class, I could like pick it up and see it. And I was like, oh no, it's not that long. Yeah, so I've got enough yarn to make at least 3 more rows. Well, I've got enough yarn to make 5 rows in purple. However, I only want 3 more rows in the purple, which, now looking at it, isn't going to be very long. So, I'm a little disappointed, but hopefully once I add the border, it will make it look longer. And when I add the rows of blue and purple, it is slightly longer. But I would have liked it a lot longer. So, but we'll see how far I get and how much longer it turns out to be. We'll figure it out as I get there, I guess. Alright, so I'll let you guys know how far I get when I get there. Alright guys, as I was looking at the rows, I realized something. I cannot make like 3 to 5 more rows. I can only make 1 more row. So you see how I do purple, brown, purple, blue, brown? Well, I'm going to do the blue afterwards and the purple. However, when I was counting it, I thought I could do like 3 to 5 more rows. However, I just realized that in the purple, because that's what I'm counting by the purple rows, I already done 7 in the new skein. No, 6 in the new skein. And with the last skein, I was only able to do 10. So if I add the purple to the border like I want to, I'm not going to have enough to do the border and make 3 to 5 more rows. So I have to do the blue row and then the purple row, which will leave me with 7 purple rows. So it's going to end up shorter than I wanted it. But again, hopefully the border will make it bigger. Alright, so I'll show you guys what that looks like when I have completed it. Hey guys, I have something funny to tell you. Okay, so I was starting to run out of yarn, so I started to make the border. Even though it's not as long as I wanted the blanket to be, I decided that I'd rather the border be on here, which would make the sides longer at least. So I did the border purple, blue, and then I started doing this brown. First it was half double crochets and then a half double crochet into the back post in order to make this border. Now I had enough purple, had enough blue, I had enough brown, but as I started, I was over here. So I started here. What about here? And as I was over here, I started to see that I was running out of yarn on the back border. So, but I had like a handful about. So I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. As I got over here, I was like, ooh, I might run out. But that's okay because I still have enough that I can just tighten my tension and I'll be good. So I kind of figured by the time that I got to the end that I would run out of yarn. I did not expect, though, to be out one stitch. One stitch. One right here, one right there. I don't have enough yarn for one stitch. So I could fix that. Luckily, all I have to make is my tension a little tighter on the last like 10 rows. Not 10 rows, sorry. 10 stitches. Super, super easy to fix. But that one stitch made me laugh. Alright, so I'm going to show you it as soon as I'm done crocheting this. This sewing is going to be a separate video. Alright guys, bye. I did it. I ended it. Alright guys, so let me give you a view. Yes, I'm sitting on it. But that's okay, because it's my blanket. I'm actually really, really short, so it's almost a good size for me. Because I am tiny. So, watching a cooking tutorial on the laptop. Anyhow, so this is the blanket. Let me show you. It looks like I thought it was going to be so much bigger, which I did with the last blanket. But that's okay. Now, I keep saying I have learned, but I didn't learn last time. But now I realize that I'm going to need far more than what I had this time. But I'm actually quite happy with the size, and I actually really love the way that it looks. Because I was making it and looking at it, and I was like, I don't know, I think the pattern looks weird. But the more I look at it, the more that I like it. Which, maybe I was just getting used to it. But I think it looks really, really cute. So, I have a lot of ends to sew on, but that is going to be a separate video. So, until next time, bye guys.